This video is sponsored by Serious Readers, the lighting company. The light that you see here is the high definition light, so solid build. I had adjustable neck on this one. I had an adjustable head as well. So on the neck of this one, you can adjust like so. The light can rotate around as well. Switches on here. So a strong beam off this one. It's also adjustable like so you can increase the strength of the light. It uses daylight wavelength technology to match true daylight as closely as possible. And so a really high quality light helps you pick out the detail on models such as this Eldar Wind Rider. And that just means that when I'm painting, I really am getting a good match for colour here with this daylight wavelength technology. So the lights come with a 30-day free trial, 5-year warranty on the lights, including the bulbs on these as well. The light that you see here is the high definition light. I'll put a link in the video description below for Serious Readers and a code as well. When you use that code, you'll also get a free compact light as well. So you'll get 2 lights, and then therefore you'll be able to create a cross beam for all of your painting and hobby projects. So check out Serious Readers, link in the video description below, and see which of their lights suits your hobby needs best. Happy painting and enjoy the video. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2000 points, Necrons versus Grey Knights. It is our grand final for our Season 10 battle reports. The final game for this season here is Tom Covey's Grey Knights that you can see here against Mike Walker's Necrons. So this battle, similar to our Beat the Bear battle reports, where I take a break from playing a game and film James playing against somebody else. This game will be Tom against Mike, and I will give commentary on this game. I've been knocked out despite having more armies on the channel, so Mike's to blame for that one. But congratulations to him. Bit of a dark horse with his Necrons here, but they've done particularly well. They have certainly earned their place in the grand final, and Tom's been slogging away here with his Grey Knights, and they battled their way to the final battle here on the channel for our Season 10 battle reports. It's going to be either Imperium or Xenos in the form of the Necrons crowned as channel champions for Season 10. So for gold level Patreons, we'll call out their names as they come up. They get a gold level Patronic dice to use at some critical point during the game. And that's for all of our battle reports here and on channel membership. At the end of the battle, I'll call out the silver level patrons. And you can check out the end credits for all the Patreon supporters, including those supporting at bronze. And the proceeds on the Patreon page help support the channel and also SSWG War Games Club. So we'll take a look at Tom's list first, so we'll let him run through what he has in his list.
Okay, 2,000 points of Grey Knights. So starting with my HQ choices, I have Emperor Palpatine at the front, and he has the psychic powers Purifying Flame and Vortex of Doom. Then I have Drago. Drago has Gate of Infinity, Warp Shaping, and also Vortex of Doom.
He's a librarian, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. And also the Emperor Incarnate. So, yeah. The Emperor's power runs through him and through all of the Necrons. Sorry, get carried away. Then we're going for the Grandmaster Dreadnought, Captain Shenanigans, or Grandmaster Shenanigans. He has Empiric Amplification and Ghostly Bonds as his psychic powers. Then going on to the elite choices, I have a Apothecary with the psychic power Sanctuary. And then at the back, I have a squad of Purifiers, if I can speak. And they have 3 swords and a sword on the Justicar, and then the Warden Stave as well. Then I've got 2 Interceptor squads, all with halberds, 2 Warden Staves, 1 in each, and then the Thunder Hammers or Demon Hammers, 1 in each as well. I've got a regular strike team for troops choice, all with halberds and 1 Demon Hammer, and then the 2 Terminator squads for the other troops choices, equipped as they are, so the halberds at the back, and then the power swords, Warden Stave, and Demon Hammer at the front. And then last but not least, I have the heavy support units of the 2 Dreadnoughts, both equipped with Psy Cannons and Gatling Silencers, and then both have the sword as well. So that's my 2,000 points of Grey Knights.
So that's Tom's list. What are you running these as? What, like, not chapter, but what?
They are Rapiers.
Rapiers.
Yeah, so running them as Rapiers. A couple of things to mention. The Grandmaster, as normal, has the Warlord trait, Inescapable Wrath, so he can move, advance, and charge. He also has the Relic Servant of the Throne, so once per battle can activate a 3-up invulnerable save. And then he...
Does he have that disappearing thing?
Yeah, he's also got the ability, if he's shot at, to be relocated as well. So he's full shenanigans. And then for the Apothecary has the Foretelling of Locus, allowing me to redeploy 3 units.
Uh-huh.
And then for the Librarian, he has the ability, bear with me 1 second, to give himself +1 to the damage of all of his psychic powers.
Yes.
Which is the...
All of this, by the way, is resulting in Tom starting the game with 2 command points.
Yeah, I don't have many. I don't have many at all. So I've got the Gem of Anoctio on him as well, which is once per battle I get to add 2 to my psychic power attempts. And then I have a Warlord trait on him as well, which is the Psychic Epitome, which allows me at the start of the psychic phase select 1 friendly Grey Knights unit within 6 inches, and basically I get +1 additional mortal wound on their Witchfire. And then I've also got on him the relic, the Artisan Nullifier Matrix. While friendly Grey Knights units are in 9 inches, they cannot suffer perils.
Then B, PP Wargaming onto the Interceptors. Ben Shaw onto the other Interceptor squad. Raycross going on to the Shenanigan as Grandmaster here. Lucas Brown onto the regular Grey Knight squad. Amy Almo onto one of the Dreadnoughts. Mephisto onto a Terminator squad.
I promise to keep him alive again.
Try and keep him alive. And then Longbow BB onto the other Terminator squad. That's Tom's list here, ready and raring to go. I'll take a look now at Mike's Necrons. Yeah, this ability you pay for, it's not a relic or a warlord trade. We're just totaling up the...
Yeah, you pay for the ability for the Foretelling of Locus. I think it's about 40 points or something. And you pay for the ability to relocate as well.
Right, so then 2 relics, 2 warlord traits.
Yeah, 2 relics, 2 warlord traits.
That's it. Okay. All right, so that's Tom's list. Phoenix Lords have been allocated. That's top level of support and YouTube channel membership. And they really have become the guardians of the channel here. And one of the perks for joining us at the top level is unit allocations. So units allocated to Phoenix Lords here. So Michael Fryer onto the Purifier squad. All right, so 2,000 points of Necrons. Congratulations to Mike here for making it through to the final. He's debuted on the channel for Season 10, and he's got himself into the grand final here. So it really has been a dark horse army here. Necrons have quietly accumulated their points, made it through, and then one army after the next sent against them was eliminated.
Until now!
Until now, yes. Tom says that their campaign must end at this point. It must be the Imperium that takes the crown.
It must not fail the Emperor.
So Tom's really going to take it personally here, a personal burden on him. My Necrons won the season last time, so surely it cannot be Necrons for a second season.
Salt for the Salt Throne!
On the channel, yeah. So if there is, there will be salt. We'll let Mike run through his list. Our lists are fixed. We haven't changed these since the knockout stage, so Mike will run through what he has.
Okay, so that's my 2,000 points Necron army. Starting off with the Supreme Command Detachment is the Silent King himself. Now, I'm hoping that he can kill Captain Shenanigans. That would be quite nice. Following on my HQ choices, I have a Chronomancer. Has the Relic Veil of Darkness. And a Technomancer with the Voltaic Staff. On to my troops, I have a unit of 5 Immortals here. A unit of 20 warriors here, 10 Macaws, Flares, and 10 Macaws Reapers. My elites is 10 Lich Guard, Sword and Board, with 6 Scorpec Destroyers, 2 Reap Blades, 4 Threshers, followed by a wee Plasma Sight. My fast attack is 7 Scarabs, 5 Canoptic Wraiths, 6 Aphelion Destroyers, 2 with Reap Blades and 4 with Threshers, and 9 Praetorians with the Rod of Covenants. I'm running a custom dynasty on these. Eternal Conquerors that gives everything objective secured unless it already has that ability. It then counts as 2 models. And Relentlessly Expansionists that gets me a pre-game 6-inch move. The Warlord trait on the Silent King is the Triarch's Voice. I think it is that allows me to change a dynasty code once per battle.
Okay. That's it?
That's it.
All right. Oh, no. Hang on a second. Voltaic Staff?
Oh, Voltaic Staff, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that from the last few games. Yeah, that's been called out already. Mike's called that one out. So that's Mike's lists here. Phoenix Swords have been allocated. A number of the Phoenix Swords across here are Necron players. So Ed Pharaoh on the Necron Warriors. Chef, something choppy, onto the Scorpec Destroyers. Andrea Stewart across here onto the Lich Guard. Chris Gamiski onto the King himself. Nate Miller onto the Chronomancer. JP, something sneaky is his request. So he's gone onto the Ophidian Destroyers. It's Gut B here onto the Reivers, and then finally Daniel Cunningham is an anti-imperial, anti-chaos player here. He's pro-Xenos, so Mike's put him onto the Triarch Praetorians. That's the list here for the Necrons. There's a strong sort of game plan and strategy of these. You may well see it here in this game against the Grey Knights, but we'll go on to scenario and deployment next for the grand final. Alright, so we have a scenario randomly determined. We've gone to Warzone Nephilim, Strike Force. The first mission here, recover the relics. So fighting from end to end. Mike has elected to go at this end of the table. Tom will be at the other end here, just deployment zones marked by the yellow dice. 6 objectives on the table. There's a home objective for each side, and then like a box being formed, there's 4 no man's land objectives as well. So Tom's home objective is just across there. Mike's just over there, and then the box shape here, 1 objective here, 1 objective here, 1 just there, and then the other one just at the base of the container, just over there. So 6 objectives in total. The control of 1 more objective marker on turn 2 onwards. Start of the command phase is worth 4 points. 2 or more is worth another 4 points, and if you control more than the opponent, it's worth another 4 points on top of that. Break them body and soul is the progressive objective. At the end of the battle round, each player scores 1 point for each enemy unit that was destroyed that battle round to a maximum of 3 points. So it's kill points available. That's turn 1 onwards. There's also a rule here in mission rules, recover relics. So in order to get your command point bonus at the start of the turn, you need to be controlling an objective marker in no man's land or beyond. And then if you're able to control the opponent's objective, then you also get an extra command point bonus as well. It's just a few requirements there for picking up CPs at the start of the turn. For secondaries, they've all been chosen here. Tom's gone for engage in all fronts. That's the control of table quarters, or having units in table quarters at least. No prisoners, which will be a kill tally divided by 10, and then some extra points added on if the tally is high enough. Then purifying ritual being taken. Mike's taken treasures of the Aeons, ancient machineries. This is this double combination here for secondaries to reap the points in. It's basically controlling no man's land objectives, performing actions on each of the no man's land objectives to rake the points in. And then the natural choice here, Brawl the Witch, being taken against the Grey Knights as well. That secondary is chosen. I may as well mention terrain at this stage. So playing these as Munitron armoured containers, infantry can shelter behind, it's exposed position on top. This shape across here, so this container through to the edge of that one, and then this shape across here, this sort of S shape. Munitron armoured container rules, but also because of the height of it, we're going to play as obscuring terrain as well. There's also some Adeptus Mechanicus terrain on the board, here and here, it's like -1 for shooting through and so on. There's some pipes, a few barricades, and some bushes around here. So that's pretty much terrain covered. We'll now start alternating placing units on the board next. Right, just to mention the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. So battle mat, it's called Battleground. It's from GameMat.eu. 6x4 in size. I've just put an upside down mat just to trim off the end there for our 9th edition games of 40k. They do this mat in the 60 inches by 44, the correct size for 9th edition games. Also using their industrial terrain set, so that's these buildings here. These larger containers, you get 4 of those. This larger structure across here, pipes that you can see across the other side. These boxes all part of the industrial terrain set. So you can check out GameMat.eu for your supplies of battle mats and pre-painted terrain sets from them as well. There's also a discount code for them in the video description below. Right, so deployment continues here. I'm just going to mention, got some models available currently on eBay. Some have sold, some remain. So I'll put links for these in the video description, also in the comments section. One of them that's available at the moment is Astorath the Grim here for the Blood Angels. So he's available. Got 2 Reivers squads, just got one of them here to show you. But these are also available here, painted up for Space Wolves. There's a drop pod remaining, some other units also remaining as well. I'll put links to them in the video description below, and then also in the comments section. And shipping these internationally as well, so we can ship these overseas if you want a part of channel history, some models from the channel. Right, deployment's virtually done here. As you can see, Mike's placing the last unit, which traditionally is the king. So he's placed him over on that flank. Necron warriors here. So bear in mind there's objective markers forming like a box. So warriors here. Scorpic destroyers sheltering behind here with their plasma sight. Reivers doing the same, getting ready to move out and pounce. Then we'll go around to the other side. Oh, actually, there's some Immortals just doing their objective holding duty. Then across the other side, Silent King parked up here. Triarch Praetorians just ahead of him. Scarabs next to them. Then around here we've got a cluster of HQs. Technomancer. Chronomancer. Lich Guard sheltering behind here. That's Mike's force. And then he does have unit in reserve. So these will deep strike.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Feeding destroyers with their plasma sights deep strike in. That'll be turned to onwards. And for the Grey Knights, Tom's got no reserves here. Everything he has is on the board, but beware of the redeploy shenanigans that could take place here. So, is he your... No, he's regular.
Sword in the ground is...
Oh, yes, it's the Grandmaster. Yeah. He's across the other side. So, regular Drag Knight across here. Regular Grey Knight squad anchoring here at the back. Forming a chrome silvery line across here with the 2 Terminator squads forming across along the front line. Interceptors here, getting ready to move out. The other Interceptor squad across the other side. Cluster of HQs across here, so Palpatine, the Apothecary, and then Drago. Regular Drag Knight, Grandmasters across the other side. I'll head round to the other side of the board so you can see the rest of Tom's units. So Grandmasters across here, there he is, ready to go over on this flank. So Grandmaster here, King deploying across over in the other corner. Purifier squad behind here, and that's it.
Yep.
Interceptors poised and ready to go. Both sides are ready. So pretty even deployment across the board. Both sides electing to commit the majority of their army. Well, the entirety of Tom's forces on the board. Mike, apart from one unit, has everything on the table. Ready to go. There's no pressure on me at all in this game. So I'm just happy enough to commentate here on the rise and the demise of either of these forces. We'll roll up to see who goes first. So, all the best, gentlemen. Tom's bought his tray.
The Emperor
protects. Oh,
be with me.
My armour is contempt, my shield is disgust, my sword is hatred. In the Emperor's name, let none
It
survive.
should add a sentence underneath, and my roll is 1. No,
4. He's all right. Mike won't go near the tray.
No, you stay away from the tracer.
Roll. It's a 5. He's going first. Okay. So I think Mike's happy enough with that. Tom pre-game.
as well, yeah.
Tom pre-game has talked about saying he's happy enough for the Necrons just to get a bit closer.
Just set that back up one more time.
So we'll go on to the first turn of the game, but it will be the Necrons, the Xenos force, to kick off this grand final. So we were about to do the musical interlude here, but there's a few pre-game moves going on. Mike's already completed his, so he gets a 6-inch pre-game move with everything apart from the king, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So not a full move with these, just enough to get within range of a couple of models onto that objective. That's now been claimed. These haven't moved, they're going to remain obscured where they are. In response to this, Tom's thinking about making his relocation, which I think he's going to do. I think it's up to 3 units of the Apothecary's ability can be redeployed, but they'll need to remain inside Tom's deployment zone. Reivers have made a pre-game move here, a couple of them made it over. Scarabs moved up, Triarch Praetorians, Lich Guard have moved around the corner, and a couple of characters starting to surge up in this direction, closing the ground quick enough. But Tom's about to make a redeploy here of a number of units. So in response, Tom has relocated the Terminators. They were lined up across there, but that line has been receded here, and the 2 Terminator squads backing off in this direction. And then the regular Dreadnought from across that flank is redeployed.
Amy's Dreadnought.
Right, has redeployed across to here. That's the redeploy is done. So that's the shape of the Grey Knight force, much of it central and to the left here. And then Mike's force, most units surging ahead up to 6 inches. That's pre-game moves done. We'll go on to the first turn here, where the Necrons will move again. Alright, so movement's complete here. Triarch Praetorians have lurched ahead. This is the Veil of Darkness being used here. Chronomancer's gone with them. We've seen this happen before, but they've landed here immediately on turn 1. Necron Warriors haven't moved. They'd have to push further forward to start to get within range. Mike's happy enough just to anchor onto this objective across here. Swordpack Destroyers haven't moved. Wraiths have not moved either. He's holding them here at the back. No, correction. They went backwards. They turned around and went back for Mike's plan at this stage. Scarabs have surged ahead, though, very, very quick indeed. And they're performing the action on this one. Okay, so action being performed across there. Lich Guard are pushed ahead with their king. And then where is the Technomancer?
Oh, he should be.
Oh, he's here. There he is. He's just tucked in there. So he's there at this stage. So mixed movement here from the Necrons. Some extremely fast and aggressive. Other units pushing ahead at a general pace. And other units taking a step back at this stage. It's not a full-on assault this time around. Necrons learning from previous battles here. They do respect the Grey Knights as far as Tom's potential counterpunch with his units. That's movement done for the Necrons here. Not full commitment at this stage, more of a measured approach at this point in the game. We'll go on to no psychers.
No.
Shooting phase next. Right, first round of shooting, we'll go to the king himself. He shall fire. So Patreons available here. They're all shouting, use me, use me. They can be, or not. I can hold on to their role.
You did promise Chris. I think you should start with Chris.
Well, it is Chris.
Well, no, he's taking charge of it as well. Yep, so it makes sense.
Where is he?
Tom's trying to pressurise Mike into using dice here.
Chris only rolls a 1 or a 6, so ones would be good.
Right, so we're looking for 3s for hits here. Because of the -1, this is the 2 main hairs firing down. Mike's going into the front Terminator squad, Longbow BB squad.
One hit, and then it's strength 12, so...
2 to wound. Yeah, all right, so that comes through. So that was Chris Comiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 missed, 1 hit and wounded. Tom shall use the Tray of Destiny here for a 5+ invulnerable save. No. It's going to be a dead Terminator.
No, I've got few no pains. I've got an apothecary there.
Okay, Tom needs...
So I just need
4 sixes.
4 sixes. I've got 1.
Okay. 1 Terminator pulverised by a Mine Hair.
The Dread Knight.
So a bit of a psychological result, that one there. Grey Knight pulverised here by a Necron shot coming through.
I'm just getting back up my apothecary next time.
Oh, yes, of course, you can get back up. Tom's army...
We can do that too.
Anything you can
We're
do.
silver.
I can do better.
Yeah, we're silver.
So Mike can resurrect stuff, but Tom's got a little bit of that kind of thing going, available here with the apothecary. So next...
Just the Praetorians under the Dread Knight?
Oh, yes, right. Rods of Covenant.
Yeah.
Going into this Dread Knight
Which one?
here.
You're going to shoot Amy or you're going to shoot Ray Cross?
What's the easiest one to kill?
Definitely Amy.
Amy?
Sorry, Amy, because he's my Grandmaster.
Yeah, Amy. Yeah.
Yeah, here's the be shot at disappear thing. So going after the regular Dread Knight here.
Yeah. 2s then, because they were blessed.
Go ahead. A couple of
There's
ones.
another one, yeah.
Strength 6, toughness
6.
so 4s.
Yeah, 4's to end here. Mike can get those wounds. A few, he's got 4.
5.
5.
5.
5 4-ups.
3, 2 damage.
Failed 2. So 4 damage taken.
Yeah, 4 wounds taken. Possibly a little bit more shooting left for the Chronomancer. 4 wounds taken, dropping down to 9 wounds left from the
You've got to
Straight
double
Knight.
check, see if it's 12 or 13.
The ideal situation for Mike would be to get... I think he's going to want this charge to go in, but we'll see what happens. Chronomancer shot. Mike's going Patronic on this one.
You can't use Ray.
Why not?
Because Ray's mine. He's mine.
This could
Leave Ray alone.
There could be a feature here of bickering over the
Leave Ray
Patreons in
alone or
this
I will get
game.
cross.
Yep.
Oh, no, wait. I see Nathan Paxton. There he is.
Nathan Paxton. Okay.
Yeah.
Necron player, also an Ultramarines player.
So, well, listen, we'll leave it down there. I'm a 3.
3s.
So it's
6.
a 6.
Plum hit here. He's on the Necron side here. Auto wound.
Yes.
Ooh, interesting for a CP.
So,
Goes through.
D3 plus 3 damage.
Pretty good, yeah.
Right, so
Nathan Paxton here.
Nathan Paxton, we're bang on him yet.
It's minimum there, but it's going to be 1 plus 3. So another 4 wounds coming through. Significant enough. Dropping down to 5 on this Dread Knight. So good combination, good shooting coming through. Dread Knight still remains standing, but it's taking heavy damage. Shooting phase finished. Right, quite simple really. 1 potential charge.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all on to charges.
Oh, I don't like them.
Mike does have a chargeophobia, we'll call it. He doesn't like rolling up for charges.
I really don't.
Okay.
for someone that likes to charge first turn, he doesn't like charges.
Okay. I got a really fast, assaulty army, but I hate
He
charging.
just doesn't like charging.
Right.
Right.
It's the fear of failing. He wants to see the charge go ahead. He's picked up another patron. Andreas Stewart here for this one. Yeah, another Necron player. Plenty of patronic Necron helpers.
This is rerollable.
9 inches though. It's a good roll. No, it's a 4.
That's rerollable.
I'm not saying anything.
No, it's not gone ahead. That charge has failed. All the Imperial players let out a cheer. You're a single Imperial voice on camera here, Tom, but there'll be thousands of Imperial players, tens of fact, millions of Imperial players that will be backing you here. Yep. Okay. Mike's... Can you see that in distance, Mike?
Just continually rolls. Have you rolled a 9 yet?
I've rolled 4 9s.
Oh dear, but not this time. The charge does not go ahead. We calculate points. Turn 1 comes to an end for the Necrons. So some points on the board for the Necrons here. 4 points for Ancient Machineries. Treasures of the Aeons, 3 points picked up for the number of objectives under control. So 7 points in total. Off the mark here. Pretty good flow of points coming in. We'll hand over to the Grey Knights next. We'll see how they respond to not a full-on assault here for the Necrons. I think Mike's tried to anticipate potential counter-punches here from the Grey Knights. But we'll see what measure of response Tom dishes out here against the Necrons. Let's see how he adapts to this aggressive, partially aggressive Necron gameplay at this stage. We'll go on to turn 1 for the Grey Knights next. Alright, so Tom's on his move. Whilst he does that, I mentioned channel membership. If you enjoy our games and you want to see more content, including exclusive battle reports as part of our season battle reports, and also exclusive style battle reports such as Beat the Bear and Big Push battle reports and so on, unique Challenger Scorpion games as well, then there is YouTube channel membership. To access the bonus content, it's Aspect Warrior and above. There's other levels above that as well. You've seen the Phoenix Lords in action. We've got Exarchs, Autarchs, Guardian, Aspect Warrior, all different levels for the Eldar here, just to match in with the theme of the Striking Scorpion 82 channel, which is a very Xenos friendly channel here. With some salty Imperial players and a growing chaos presence on the channel as well, to be revealed as time goes on, but chaos certainly lurks in the shadows for future games. Do plan to do another season. This game here will round off season 10, and we hope to continue the season games format along with the other types of battles that we do. But for extra content and to help support the channel, it's much appreciated. Then there's the different levels: Guardian, Aspect Warrior for all the bonus content, and then the other levels above that. Link in the video description below, or you can go to the channel homepage and just hit join, select the level, and help support us here on the channel. Alright, so movements complete for the Grey Knights here. Interceptors pushing forwards. So we may well see a showdown here. 2 Drag Knights. They were a panic from them. They pushed forward a bit, but not too far. Purifiers have crossed the pipeline. Grandmasters here. The other Drag Knights across here. Terminators, Apothecary, and Dragos with them. And Palpatine.
Yes, Drago and Palpatine. Yeah, I'm going to see. I think I have to pay a CP to get my Terminator back up.
So they're heading that way, and they're going to push forward to that objective quite clearly. And then the regular Grey Knight squad's moving off towards that objective as well. Interceptors over in that corner. You haven't forgotten about those, Tom?
No.
Nope. Okay, no, just wondering.
They're counter-attack.
Counter-punch type stuff. Yeah, we may well see a fair bit of attack.
It's going to be I hit Mike, Mike moves up. I hit Mike, Mike moves up. I hit Mike, Mike moves up. And that's how his list works.
You may well see
it just keeps you pinned back.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of counter-punching, I think, in this game.
It's good. It's a very well-designed list.
We'll go on to movements done. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next. Okay, starting off with the Purifiers. Going into the Triumph Praetorians. This is a Smite.
No, it is a Witch at Purifying Flame, so flat 3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Any one in particular?
Back one towards them.
This one?
Yep. And then one that do the same.
Okay.
And then we will go with...
this is the bane here for Necrons. I've experienced it against Tom of my own Necron forces. The mortal wounds done in the Psychic Phase.
We'll go with a Smite.
Okay.
Goes off on a Super Smite.
Oof. D6.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to go Patronic on this one. Andrew's one for this one. D6. Oh,
6.
Ouch.
2, 4, 5. So, yep. The one's already taken a wound.
Yes.
Yeah. And then the 2 at the front towards you.
These two? Okay, that's 5. And then place the wound on someone else? Mm-hmm. Him? Okay, that's the current situation here. The squad's been pressing on towards half destroyed. I feel like this unit's been punished for not making the charge. Grandmaster now with Smite. Oh no, Super Smite here. Tom's dice rolling's looking hot enough at this stage.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Sorry. That's...
D6 mortal wounds. He's being drawn towards the Patreon. Yeah, we're just checking. Let's just...
No magnets.
Yeah, umpire says that's fine. Yeah, carry on.
Oh dear. Right. So we will go with.
Not really many Grey Knight helpers.
Oh, Grey
here.
Knight, Nicholas Lucas.
Oh. Oh! Yeah, ouch. I'm not playing, so it just goes breezes straight over my head, these results here. Feel sorry for Mike though, but that's 6 more mortal wounds coming through. That is painful. Mike says it's part of the plan. Okay, so mortal wounds coming through. There's not much left of the squad here.
We'll go with a smite from these guys.
Yeah, go ahead. 8
I saw the 6 and I nearly...
yeah, it goes off. Okay.
Right, and then we'll just go for 3 more
3.
wounds.
That's
Yeah,
the wipeout. They're gone. Target's been destroyed with psychic powers alone. Do safe unit allocation. Sometimes heroes are made and they last throughout an entire game. Other times they get picked off and destroyed very early on. Phoenix Lord destroyed it. It's Daniel Cunningham. The squad had potential to go in and cause trouble, potentially to finish off the Dread Knight, but they didn't charge. They've been caught out and target's been eliminated. So it's just Nate Miller remaining here, the Chronomancer. Right, Gem of Anoktu on... I was going to say Senator for some reason.
Senator Palpatine, yeah.
Librarian Palpatine.
Librarian Palpatine. And we are going to go with a CP.
It's not going to issue an order.
A CP to increase the range.
Order 66, maybe.
Order 66. Increase inches by 6.
Okay.
And then we're going to go for...
So he's facing off against Scarab. See, I think Palpatine's just in... He's just tucked in there.
Just here.
Okay.
So, Purifying Flame, start with. Goes off on...
An 11.
Yeah, I think that's something special as well.
D3 plus 3 mortal wounds for that result. Mike does have an option to try and deny a psychic power, but he's too far away here. So Tom's got free reign pretty much in the psychic phase at this point. Chris Heim, another Imperial player for D3 plus 3. It's 5 mortal wounds. It's going to destroy a Scarab base and put a wound on another. What's frustrating, if damage comes through, you're always going to get shot at and so on, but the frustrating part here is these mortal wounds that caused in the psychic phase. Mike can't do reanimation protocols, which really would have helped out for the survivability of the squad across here and other units that are hit as well.
It is a Witchfire, so I get +1 to that as well.
Okay.
So it's 6 mors.
Another mortal wound comes through. Michael had that on the Scarab base.
And then we're going to go for Vortex of Doom.
Yeah, this is from Palpatine.
Which goes off because that's a 6 plus my 2 for Gem of Anoktu. Goes off on an 8.
Okay.
And then it's for 2d3 mortals. So 3 more wounds.
3. Just going to destroy another base with a wound on another. Sanctuary next from the Apothecary.
Goes off on a 10.
Yeah.
And that is going to give the Terminators without the warding save. So the ones at the side here, longbow BBs, a 4+ invulnerable save.
Okay. Gate of Infinity next. This is from Drago.
Yeah.
6.
6. No, it's a 7. So that doesn't go off.
The first Terminator squad, Smite from them. We need an 8 now. He's rolled another 11. What can you do? You just... The tray is neutral. It's fine. Well, I wouldn't say it's neutral, but the tray's fine. It's permitted.
Ammo. 4 mortals.
4 mortal wounds. It's going to kill a Scarab base with the wounds rolling on to the next model. Mike's down just looking through the gap here. There's 4 Scarabs left onto that objective.
Then we're going to go with the other Terminator squad.
We need a 9 or something now for the...
Nope, 7.
Okay.
So I've got 4 so far. Yep, so that's not going off. And then I think maybe the safest thing to do on the strike team as a backup might be to give them +1 attack with the Rapier's ability.
Right, the final power here. I need a 10. This is the last smite.
No.
No. All right. Okay. So I reckon the psychic phase is finished. It's been devastating across this unit. It's been destroyed. It's going to be a kill point as well. Actually, we've got kill points running in this game. Psychic phase finished. Shooting phase next. Lots of DACA available from the Grey Knights as well. Right. Going to let off a volley here with the Interceptors. Stormbolters going to go into the Chronomancer here, whose days I think are numbered. And its skill points available as well, which is a point available to pick up on this character.
3s.
So 3s for hits. It's toughness 4.
Mm-hmm.
He is toughness 4. Right, it's forced to wound. There's a couple of ones there, so Tom was just re-rolling his ones. They turn into hits. That's for the Grandmaster. And forced to wound.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
Okay.
No rend.
8 saves
Oh,
here.
no, okay.
6, 8. That's a 4-pin one anyway. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, he's going to go. No, he's gone. 5 wounds taken. Another Phoenix Lord gone here. Bodyguard stripped where Snake Miller removed, and the Chronomancer is no more. So we're seeing some elements of brutality in this game, but this is the grand final, but potentially 2 of the most potent lists on the channel, so you're going to see that taking place. There's more to come, no doubt. So Dread Knight across here is firing. It's going to go into the Scarabs across the other side.
So I am hitting on 3s, but I'm re-rolling all hits because of Drago. And then wounding on 2s because it's strength 8. So that's going to be 6 damage. Well, it's 3 through.
AP minus.
AP minus 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
And then 2 damage each.
So that clears a base and puts 2 wounds on another. So there's 3 Scarab bases left, one of them's half dead.
And then the Gatling Silencer.
Now Mike will get reanimations for this if he survives. This is damage 1 weapon,
Yeah, damage 1.
and 3's to wound.
Yeah. I think it's AP minus 1, so
Yeah.
it'll be 5.
Yeah, 5 wounds
Double
taken.
check for you.
So Mike's going to strip models away. Yeah, 1 model remains. Mike will try and reanimate it. What protocol are you running at the moment? Yeah, we should clarify. Mike's running a permanent protocol, one that runs throughout the game.
reroll 1 reanimation dice.
Yeah. And then the one that's active for this turn.
Was the +1 to the movement.
Ah, right, yes.
Sudden Storm.
Sudden Storm, right.
Alright, so
We'll give it 5s. I think 1's going to come back.
there's no point in rerolling it, so
Yep, not enough. All right. But 1 base comes back. 2 Scarabs remain on that objective. Right, strike team. That's this squad across here. They're going to go into the Scarabs. We'll give it 3s. Potentially better wipe out the Scarabs here. Tom can get the wounds. 3s, I believe. I think Mike's going to get saves, though.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
10. He's going to need 3 6s at least to survive with the model.
3 6s.
Yeah. I can see 2. I can see 2. Nope.
CP reroll.
Are you?
Oh,
Oh, he is? Okay. He wants them to survive.
I'll go Death Guard.
Yeah. So who is this? Darren Gardner. He's got it. That's just an act of blatant defiance
It
from
is.
the Necrons.
It is.
Just, again, another psychological dig there against
Hey, I'm
the
happy.
Grey
I'm
Knights.
happy for him.
Is that all they're shooting though?
That unit, yeah.
Yeah.
And reanimation.
Oh, here it comes.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
The single reroll.
Here it comes.
He's got
You're
2
putting pressure
5s
on
and
him.
a
Here it
6.
comes.
Simple 5+ to do it.
Hey!
He's done that as well.
Unbelievable.
Well done. Well done. Makes the save and reanimates the model as well.
Still cool. Terminators.
It's a good psychological result, but Tom doesn't care. He's going to offload another volley. This is coming from the Terminator squad. Who has the honour of this volley? This is Longbow BB.
This longbow BB, yeah.
Okay, it's his squad firing in to try and finish off the Scarabs. It's a lot
8.
of DACA. Oh, it's another 8 saves to make. Now this time around, the Scarabs in total have 5 wounds left, so Mike's going to need another epic roll here.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Going to need.
Do we appreciate the Silent King?
Scarabs. No.
No, they're gone. All right, they're destroyed. No hope of reanimation. So Scarabs finally destroyed. They're removed from play. Just a steady hail of firepower coming from Stormbolters here. Decent amount of DACA available from Grey Knights. Scarabs removed. So firepower continues. A couple of Dread Knights available with their firepower next. Right, shots coming in. Tom conscious that these can reanimate further across the board. Michael takes shelters. Light cover available.
We'll go with the Grandmaster first, so the Gatling Silencer.
On 2s, I take it.
Yep. And then strength 5, toughness 4, 3s. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at -1.
-1 cancelled out. So Mike's on a 4-up save here. If you use his models that are taking shelter, you plan the rules from Unitorm armoured containers. Ooh, there's 5.
5, yeah.
5 have made it through.
Side cannon. 2s. This is -2.
Okay, so 5 ups on 4 dice. Past 1.
3.
It's this cluster here that have died, and Mike can reroll 1s and reroll a single dice as well.
Oh, just 2. Wow. 3 and 6 dead then.
6 dead. Right, 6 casualties have come through. It's quite significant. And then now the next volley coming from the regular Dreadnought.
Wounded, so hitting on 4s. But re-rolling 1s for the Grandmaster.
Oh yeah, because of the reduced profile.
Re-roll 1s into 1s. 3s. 3.
At 4 ups.
4 ups, yeah.
Taking light cover, yeah.
Just the 1.
Okay.
Side cannon. Random 1s. 2s. 4 -2.
4 at 5+. There's still enough models to take cover here. Past 1, 3 slain. So 4 reanimation protocols. Past 2 and a single reroll.
No,
Okay, 2 slain in
Red,
total. Okay, shooting phase comes to an end. There's no charges to take place. It's feeling like a semi-standoff between these two forces. A gap's been created here between these two sides. I don't know who that benefits the most here. Mike's got free reign to move on to objectives. Tom's got a safety zone that's been established for the Necron assault come through. Bit of morale to resolve across here. I'll give you an idea on points, the Grey Knights at this stage. Alright, turn 1 comes to an end here. Mike burnt 2 CPs but auto passed morale. Rolled off camera to see what he would have got and would have failed. So just preserving as many numbers as possible with the Necron Warriors. Points coming in. No secondaries achieved here. No engagement fronts for the Grey Knights. No prisoners. Yes, points are coming. We'll calculate that at the end of the game. And a decent number of points coming through already, really, for the Scarab bases. It's totaling up the wounds and dividing it by 10. So Scarab's rich in points that. And also the Trike Praetorians at 2 wounds each. Purifying Ritual, none of those fulfilled this turn.
I needed my psychic powers for defense, so
it's okay. No,
yeah,
it's 3 points picked up for kill points. The 2 units that were slain here and the Scarabs across the other side. So Tom picks up 3 kill points. That puts the score at 7 points to 3. Although the Grey Knights have got more for no prisoners. Those points come in later on. Have to say, damage is heavy against the Necrons, but partially they've been able to fulfill their secondaries here at grabbing objectives. So hard to call at this stage. Damage coming through quite significantly. We've seen the danger of the psychic phase here for the Grey Knights. That is the hallmark of this force. They've countered wave number 1 from the Necrons. We'll go on to the second turn of the game coming up next. What the Necrons decide to do, whether they're going to go for a full-on assault, the more measured approach. We know the secondaries is the main aim for them, just to reap and harvest as many points as possible, because whatever the result, there could be the majority of Tom's force left at the end of the game. Necrons and hardly anything, but if Mike has the points, then he'll be crowned channel champion. So it all hangs in the balance here. Turn 1 complete. We'll go on to the second turn of the game for the Necrons next. Right, movement complete for the Necrons. I've been talking about the way the game's going. As I said already, it's a case potentially of just harvesting points, hoping to see the game through. It's early at this stage here. We've seen the potency of the way Tom can dish out damage. So there's nothing guaranteed here for the Necrons. Necron Warriors have pushed ahead a bit here. They can try and offload some shots in this direction. They're a bit isolated across here. Grey Knights very heavy and strong on this side of the table. Much of the Necron movements across the other side of the board. So across here, Lich Guard. This was command rerolled your advance. Yeah, Mike rolled low, then he rolled a 4. It was enough to get him onto this objective. So 1 unit dies, it's replaced by another. This unit is a lot tougher. So Lich Guard pushing through here. I was going to say a lot tougher, but Psychic Phase not so much.
That's
they need to do something to help Necrons.
Yeah.
With the psychic phase. With the psychic. Oh, you've got it. You just don't. Yeah, because the problem is there's not many Grey Knights and Thousand Suns around.
True.
When they meet them, it's quite painful.
Yeah. These are pushed forwards. Technomancer's with them. There he is. He's just there. Silent King. So he's moving up to the middle of the board here. Things starting to heat up.
I didn't hear him coming.
These two forces closing in at this point.
Okay.
Then Reivers across here pushing up. Being held back at this stage, but they're on this objective. Now, where are you performing your action? Is it with the Necron Warriors? Yeah, I think they're conscious that their time may well be coming to an end. So they can perform their action over on that flank to get that done. Scorpec Destroyers have moved across and swung around to here. Plasma Sight with them. And then just the regular job from these, just hold on to the home objective. That's been done for the Necrons. Their main surge coming across here. Tom's main surge currently over on that side of the board. Partly, there is a big surge coming in across here for Grey Knights. So heating up for a clash here. This no man's land. The gap closing quite quickly. We'll go on to shooting phase. The Necrons coming up next. Feeding Destroyers, by the way, have not been committed. Mike's elected to keep them off the board for now. All right, Voltaic stuff to be used from the Technomancer. It's going to go into the regular strike team here for... They're called a strike team, aren't they?
They are indeed.
Okay, regular Grey Knight unit.
So
6s are good.
Yep.
6 as you go.
Double 6. I think it's an extra 4 hits come through. So looking at 7 hits here.
Saucy.
It's good.
Yeah. So I can't do anything about that one. So
Pop's an extra 2, isn't it?
2. Yeah, 2.
Yeah. Mike can't believe it. Yeah.
I was just checking for the King's rerolls because he rerolls units can reroll shots within so many inches, but he doesn't have a core. So
yep. 3s to win.
3, yeah. So 2, 4, 5.
Not too bad. 5 saves to make here. No cover. And Mike's
Minus
gonna
2 damage.
So -1.
Armor of Contempt.
4s.
4s.
And lose 2.
Yep. Okay, not too bad, but 2 models slain. Alright, Silent King. Firepower's been declared. Mike is splitting 9 hairs.
Yes.
No, they're firing.
Splitting hairs? Is he splitting hairs?
They're firing the mine hairs together. And then the rest of the firepower's been directed into another unit here. He's just looking amongst the Patreons.
Carry Concord.
Carry Concord, of course.
Not anymore the Silent King.
Yes, he's more...
Betrayed the Silent King.
Carry Concord used to be for the Silent King, but he's more, I believe, a Death Guard player now.
Right, so the Annihilator beams. 2s.
These are going into Terminators, by the way.
Yeah.
Ooh, 2 hits.
They're -1 to hit as standard at the moment. Because shiny silver armour.
2s again.
2 to win. There were 2 wounds come through, so I'm just going to try and block these in invuln saves. Big enough roll.
Save 1.
Blocks 1, 1 goes through.
6 damage. I'll try it. And fail it. That was the non-beefed up side, you said, wasn't it? Yeah, so I'll take him away.
Okay.
Staff of Eternal Glory and the Liege unit. 2s.
Mike's just rolling. I think I forgot to mention Tom used the Apothecary to resurrect a model on the previous turn.
CP.
Yeah, a Terminator that was slain.
Strength 8, so 2s. Just 2 -3, 2 damage.
So -2. So 5s. 1 saved.
Okay.
1 goes through.
Strike team, take another hit. 2 models left in that squad.
Staff of Stars. 2s.
This is firepower coming from the Silent King, the main platform here.
Strength 6.
3s.
Oh, there's a load of foul, but 3 have made it through.
-2.
-1.
4s.
2 passed. 1 failed.
Damage on that one?
Just the 1.
1
Just
wound
the one?
taken. Okay. Out of range of the Apothecary.
Yeah, that's it.
Firepower complete across the board.
Nope.
Oh, no, there is these. Yeah, Mike positions these to let loose of some shots.
Right,
Just a couple of shots across here. So it's going into the damage.
Yeah, Amy's one.
Damage Dreadnought. All hits. 5s to win.
Nope.
No wins. Okay, that marks the end of shooting phase. I don't think there's any charges, any? No. All right, no charges taking place. Turn's going to come to an end. We'll calculate points here. There's 12 points been picked up for primaries. Mike's in control of 3, Tom 2. So Mike rakes in a load of points for that, and then we'll see what he's got for his secondaries as well. All right, so points coming in. 12 points for primaries. No wipeouts here. Nothing for Ball the Witch. 3 points for Ancient Machineries. And 3 points for Treasures of the Aeons. Yeah, no, it's a correction there. Ancient Machineries, 4 points come through. So 8 in total. Treasures of the Aeons, 3. So 6 points for that. Totaling that up is 26 points to 3. Tom's got a few more points, though, for no prisoners. But Mike's surged ahead here. Those points are flowing through. What's worrying Mike here is the cost of doing so. Scarabs are gone, Triarch Praetorians gone, Necron Warriors being eaten away, and Mike senses another turn of firepower and the dreaded psychic phase here. So it's a case of Necrons ahead on the points front, damage, Tom ahead on the damage front here. So it's those two things competing. Tom trying to grind the Necrons down, Mike trying to rush and get the points through. That's the battle at this stage. And so that's the two aims that both sides are chasing here. So it's not a full-on taking each other out. We've seen other games where the Necrons have got stuck in straight away, and it's all with the Orcs and the Tower, and it's all gone on turn 1, turn 2. More measured here, and more gap between the two sides. Tom doesn't want to throw himself in and risk too much. Mike's the same with his force. We're going to turn 2 for the Grey Knights. We'll see how they respond here as the Necrons send in their second wave. All right, so turn 2 for the Grey Knights, sensing their counter punch here. So Tom's going after this objective. 8 points picked up for primaries. As Grandmaster's pushing up here, Interceptor squad pushing forwards with the pace of those. Purifying squad onto this objective. Have you performed your... Oh, sorry, Psychic phase where yeah. Tom gets to perform his action. The damaged Dreadnought across here at this stage. So Tom... pushing for like a two-pronged attack here, perhaps being inspired by the Orcs. And across here with this, these units across here, and then across here we're seeing the other pronged attack heading off towards the Silent King.
And the Dreadnoughts disappeared from here.
Oh yes. Look at this. He's moved across here. Grey Knights are difficult to pin down. So a teleport shunt. Each one of these gets it once per game.
Yeah, because I paid 10 points to equip them with teleporters. Then because they've got the teleport keyword, it's 2 CP and they can relocate.
All right, Tom has to pay the CP for it.
Yeah, so it's cost me 2 CP and 10 points as well.
Yeah, okay, but relocating across here. Useful for Tom's secondaries. He'll start to pick up engaging on fronts. Terminators have made it across to here, so they really have closed the gap. May well see after the Psychic phase had a showdown here in close combat Terminators against the Lich Guard in this epic battle for the objective. In fact, I think it's worth a zoom in. Terminators moving across, Drago in support, Palpatine, the Apothecary, and then back here, Mike's, I still can't say that word, and then the Lich Guard across here, shields at the ready, getting ready for this fight, for this objective across here. So, zooming back out, holding position with these again.
Yep.
Okay.
I know there's Wraith's counterpunch still coming, so...
Right, okay. So I'm trying to stack up countermeasures here. Damage squad holding here of these as well, these two?
Yes, potentially, yeah.
Okay, but it's Terminator's been committed to this fight across here. They'll get stuck in this fight for the objective. Game's really heating up now. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next.
Might go around there.
Tom's going around the other side of the board. This is going to be an important Psychic Phase here. See what kind of... Tom's dropped his tray.
Okay. It's fine, don't worry.
Okay.
It's made of
Ceramite.
adamantium. Right, so we will start off with smites, and we'll go with the Terminators first into your Lich Guard.
Terminator's Lich Guard with a smite.
Goes off on a 9.
Okay. Mike has the option to go for 1 denial. He can do it with the Silent King. It's a 4+ just to block the power.
Yeah. I can deny it as normal, and I've also got a strat to deny it.
Oh, sorry.
4+.
Yes.
So deny it on a 4 or deny it on
A roll, yeah.
a.
Regular smite. On average, it's probably going to kill a Lich Guard.
Yeah, for fun we'll try.
Mike's going to go for the block. He uses the Xenos
7?
dice
No.
in the tray, and no, doesn't go through.
One
Well, it's
smite
not blocked,
says
so it goes ahead. D3 damage.
For 2.
See, that's it. Lich Guard slain. Smite from this squad across here, the regular Grey Knight squad.
Goes off on a 9.
No, because I know you have something else that's nasty to throw my way.
D3.
3 more wounds.
Maxed out. Another model slain. This is painful for Necron players here. Been at the receiving end of this myself. Michael had another wound onto the squad as well. Usually so resolute here with Lich Guard, but the bane for them is the Psychic
It's
Phase.
the fear that he's showing here. He has to beat them with 9 bullets.
Yeah, well, you know. The
I have to say
Emperor-
these two players have been taunting each other off camera for the entire game.
and in the
in the build-up.
Phoenix Lord's chat as well the whole
Yes,
time.
okay.
I'm going to do Purifying Ritual.
Okay.
Goes off luckily on a 4. Oh.
Okay, Purifying Ritual goes ahead.
And then Purifying Ritual with the Purifiers. Goes off as well. So it goes off on those 2 objectives.
Objectives, yep.
So that's my secondary for those. And then we are going to go with Librarius Palpatine. And we will go with a Purifying Flame. Goes off on a 6.
Okay.
Well, what's that do?
3 mortal wounds flat.
I'll try it with a strat now.
Yep, Mike's going to try and block here, spending a CP, 4+ to make it go off,
Yes.
or to stop it. He rolls in the tray,
How dare you!
and he got the
And he
5.
got the save. There you go. The magnets are working. And then we are going to go with Vortex of Doom.
Okay, next one.
Goes on. Does not go off. Because I rolled a 6. And I believe it's a 7.
We're also talking off camera, what was the most potent army to take on Tom's Grey Knights? I reckon it was the Tower. Those 2 forces were kept apart in the draw for the knockout stage of the league, but the firepower from the Tower did toll heavily on the Grey Knights. Other factions have struggled. It's that triple layer. Tom has a very strong Psychic Phase, decent shooting, and decent in close combat. So it's 3 layers of creaminess that are particularly effective.
So Palpatine was not helpful. So then we're going to go with can't do Vortex of Doom again. Going to try Gate of Infinity.
This is from Drago.
Goes off on a 10.
Okay.
And I'm going to teleport those
Oh, what's happening here?
over here.
Oh, they're going over there. Okay.
For engage.
Are they eligible for engage?
Less than 5.
Yeah.
All right, I'll teleport a different one. I didn't think about that.
I think that's the case. If Tom wants to check, I think you've got to be 3 models or more, I believe.
Okay, well.
So we've got an umpire in this game to pick up on different things, just to
Can it be a
guide
character?
both. I still we'll check this. We'll need to
let's
clarify this
have a
one.
little look.
And back they go. It's fine. You've got to have a starting strength for 3 or more models. That was a squad starting with 5. So despite their depletion in numbers, they still count.
And then my second psychic power with him
This is Drago.
Yes, will be. Can only be a smite really because he's got warp shaping, but I don't need that.
Okay.
So we'll go with this smite, and it does not go off on a 3.
That's the needed a turn 1.
Yeah.
I'm partially reading Mike's mind here.
He's thinking, "Oh, there's a lot of."
No. If I was in Mike's shoes, I'd be hoping that enough Lich Guard to survive for a good old honest fight for that objective, not this mind bullet nonsense stuff that's coming from the Grey Knights.
Apothecary
Hoping for a fair fight here.
is going to go for Sanctuary.
Goes off on a 5 and a spinning dice. It's 5 and a 2, so
goes
7.
off. So going to give those to him as a 4 up. In Van. So over this side, that is my psychic done.
Okay.
All right.
Psychic phase finished on that side of the board. Tom will come back round to this side.
We are going to go for
2 smites. We're just marking this up
Sorry.
with this dice. 2 smites marked up here so
we go
far.
for a another smite here. Yep.
7.
I'm wondering whether I want another smite or whether I just want +1 attack. Because it will go straight through, won't it?
What's your menace?
That'll be -3.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Minus 2. -2, sorry. So you'll be 6s.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with the smite. Goes off.
D3. This will hurt Necron Warriors.
2.
Yeah, 2 come through.
2.
Another Phoenix Lord being picked on here. It's Head Pharaoh here, trying to desperately hold on to this objective with 10 Necron Warriors remaining. And it's that triple layer again. There's psychic stuff, shooting, close combat to come through. I'm going to quickly switch across to here. Smite going after the Immortals.
I need an 8. No.
Doesn't go off. Okay.
Okay.
Tom's rolling another smite here.
Fine.
Gets the 9 he needs. D3 against the Warriors. Another one slain from the front.
Please, yeah.
Okay, so 3. Just marking up for morale here. If we get to that stage. Psychic phase finished.
Yes.
Alright, we're going to shooting phase next. Right, Stormbolter shots from the Terminators going into the Lich Guard. There's tons of Daka here. Tom hoping that Mike fails some 2-ups, isn't it, with the shield?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, now this is where they're tough enough now with the shooting phase.
If I can just take 1 wound off,
Toughness 5.
they're really happy.
5's to wound.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
5.
5 saves are 2+.
2, 4, 5. Well, we know how well I roll 1s.
Ooh, past them all. Okay. Ting, 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 ting.
So,
Yeah, next squad. This is the full squad. So there's more shots come through here. Same target, Lich Guard. Tom's re-rolling 1s because of one of the HQs. Drago, I think. 5's to wound. It's forcing Mike to make saves.
Just 5 again.
Searching for that single 1 just to bring another Lich Guard model down.
2, 4, 5.
There's 2. Alright, so our model's slain, a wound on another. But we have a reanimation protocol. Oh, reroll that dice. Oh, close. Alright, so model slain. So switching around to the other side of the table, offloading all the firepower from this thing into the Immortals. Tom's trying to disrupt Mike's home objective. -1 for shooting through the AdMech terrain.
so it
On
is
4s.
4s, but re-rolling everything because he was blessed by Drago before he teleported.
Okay.
And 4s again then, because they're toughness 5.
Yeah, Immortals toughness 5.
So that's 5 through, -1.
4 ups. Mike's all the way over the other side of the table.
More.
Okay, here comes the roll. Oh, it's a solid roll. 1 model slain so far.
And then 6 from the side cannon.
In 4s. Rerollable.
And 2s. Nope, 3s because you're
3
toughness
slain,
5.
yeah.
So 3.
-2.
-2.
5 ups then? No. So that's 4 dead in total.
Mm-hmm.
2 damage?
2 damage each, yeah. But they're only 1 wound each, aren't they? So.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. So now we're looking at reanimation protocols. Yeah. Thankfully for Mike, he's passed 2. He's passed 3. Yeah. Right, 5 power from here. Tom's trying to weigh up. There's a conundrum here. Does he fire at these, kill a few reanimation protocols, and then Mike remove casualties from here and then make a long charge, and that charge may not go ahead and Mike ends up holding the objective? Or does he not shoot, try and charge and wipe them out in close combat? Difficult one. Tom's going to go for shooting here. We'll see how much he decides to commit to this. So, purifies first?
Yeah.
2 shots each. Not Terminator's not going to get the extras here. It's too far away. There's no cover here for Mike. He's moved out into the corridor here.
6.
6 wounds come through. 4 up saves. Past 2.
Yeah, so 4 dead.
4 dead. And Mike.
Shooting done, yeah.
Yeah, so front 4, I take it.
Yeah.
So Mike will now try and reanimate, which he reanimates 2.
And then.
Cock dice. Yeah, we'll let him reroll it. No, alright, so 2 slain total.
Blow them off the board.
Shooting.
Yep.
Tom's
I'm
going to go.
I'm not going to take the risk.
Of the charge failure.
Yeah, because I think the best. I'll still be holding 2, hopefully, at the beginning of my next phase turn. Yeah, I need to just blow him off the board. It's only turn 2, so I want to make sure he's just not here anymore.
Faith in the bolter.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From these guys.
Stun bolters at close range. This is from the interceptor squad. Looking for 3s.
No 1s. That's right.
Yeah, Tom could have rerolled ones for the Grandmaster nearby. Forced wound.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Drago!
Any minus?
Nope.
No, 4 up. 2, 3.
That's the end of their shoot.
Yeah, 3 casualties. I'll remove them here for Mike. He wants them taken from the front. In fact, I would just say Mike would probably want to keep that one there.
So lost 1 then.
Mike's casualties 2 come back.
Yeah, around comes back war 1.
Like so. Take him away. And knock this one up to a 6. Morale is something to consider as well.
Then we'll go with this one at the back.
Okay.
Gatling. It's damaged.
Mike's kept 1 model in range of the objective here. So they're still on it.
3s. So that's 4 at -1.
2, 4. Is there any in cover there?
2, yeah.
2.
Do those 2 separate.
2 separate, yeah, so 4s.
Just a couple of models in cover. Mike can roll up for these. No.
And then 2 5s.
So knock those 2 down.
So 1 pass, so 3 slain.
Here.
Yeah. And is that all his shooting?
Nope.
No, go ahead.
Next volley.
So I can.
Tom's going to go for the wipeout here.
2s. So 3 at -2.
All in the open. Tom needs... Mike needs 2 6s here. Oh no, he needs at least a 6. No. This is wipeout here. This is the current situation. It is, yeah.
He did it last time.
He did, I was going to say, last time. He needs a, come on, Rio on a 6. Desperate stuff here to try and keep these Necron warriors alive.
That's the final.
Patronic.
Yeah.
Is there any more Patreon Necron-y helpers? Travis and Jen. Tyler Schwab, 4+. Tyler Summers as well. A lot of Necron sympathisers here on the Patreon page.
Well, 6.
It is 6, Mike. It's... Oh! No. Wipeout. Target destroyed. Another Phoenix Lord slain. It's Ed Pharaoh removed from play. Necron player himself, but he's gone. This flank now has been opened up by the Grey Knights. The surge across here has been highly successful. Alright, so with target destroyed, the Grandmaster's now going to fire across at -1 into the Lich Guard to try and soften them up further.
So 3s.
Red Cross here. Patronic gold level dice being used.
Toughness 5. 4s.
effective volley here will hurt the Lich
2,
Guard.
4, 6. These are -1.
It's -1/+1 for the shield, so 3 ups here from Mike.
3 ups. I don't want anything to go through.
Mike's going to go for Tronic on this one. Still plenty of Necron helpers. Maxwell Knuckles here, Imperial player.
So 3's needed.
Oh, not bad. 2 to make it through.
There's only 1 damage each on those ones.
Slays 1. Okay, so 1 model slain.
There's 1 and wound passed over. Did 2 go through? Or 1?
Yeah, 2 made it through. Model slain and a wound goes on to another. Next.
Side cannons. Ooh. That was. 2s don't count. And then we are toughness 5, so 3s. That's all of them. These are -2.
4
These are 2 damage.
How many is it? 4?
Yeah, 4. 2 damage each.
Right. Samuel Paneri.
Sammy Pananeri here. Mike calling on patrons for help in this
4s.
time of need. Oh, that's a good roll.
Just
Just the 1 goes through. Just
So
goes.
the 2 damage doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, 2 models slain. Michael goes straight onto reanimation protocols. Another important roll.
Yeah. Throw dice.
5s.
5s, yeah.
Oh, you'll need a dice reroll here. No, 2 have gone. Ouch. Casualties coming in. Models being eaten away here by the Grey Knights of Psychic Phase and Shooting Phase. There's still 5 of these Scorpects of the Lich Guard remaining. So these are objectives secured. So too are the Terminators, right? Okay, could be down to model count here. Okay, we'll press on. More shooting to come. No, there is no more shooting to come. Got to go to charges next. Right, okay. Dylan Moore, Patreon being used. Tom's going to roll this dice for Drago, but the first time in the league, because he doesn't really get involved in much.
He's never got involved. And he's in.
And he goes on a 9. Well done.
Yeah.
Drago's in. Drago's going to get to fight against the Lich Guard. That's good to see. Bit of cinematic stuff. He leads the charge here. That's cool. Okay.
And then we will go with, just make sure he's outside of 3, yeah. Do you have a 6 in piling shenanigans, or?
Keep going.
Just for honesty and all that?
Keep going.
Does he have a 6-inch piling?
I don't know. I don't know.
No.
Tom doesn't.
So we'll go Terminators. Yeah, 11.
Xenos players antagonising Imperial players. That happens all across wherever this game is played.
I actually don't know anything.
It's always the same. I don't antagonise Imperial players, apart from James. Oh, dear. I've been playing 40k since I was 14, so it has literally been decades of intimidation against James, who's been collecting Ultramarines since, well, for a long, long time. And one of the first games we filmed on YouTube was my Necrons against James's Ultramarines.
And he's still going with those ultras. He's got such an army, that guy. It's huge. I might just roll and see if I roll a double 6 for the Librarian.
Librarian?
8, no.
No. Okay.
Not getting anywhere. No. Right. Okay, and then we'll have... I'm going to call on Patron support around here as well.
Okay. So, result of this charge, and I think this is worth another zoom in across here. We have Drago going in against the Lich Guard and 4 Terminators. So it's 5 on 5, but Tom has the initiative.
Use Drago in close combat as well.
Tom tried a desperate charge around here. It's potentially doable. Didn't roll high enough. So that's it. So there's nothing to charge against here. It's been cleared over on this flank. So we'll head round back to the other side of the board to see this fight here as the Terminators and Drago take on the Lich Guard. All right, so combats. Here we go. Tom's got keeps dropping dice here. Picked up another one.
6. Another one. 6 attacks from Drago.
Even with his tray here. Right, here it comes. 2s.
Right, all hits.
Drago going first because Tom wants to single-handedly try and bring Lich Guard down.
3s to wound. I'm just going to double check something about that 6.
Yeah.
No mortals.
Nothing extra here.
No, it doesn't get the Brotherhood.
Right, so straight up 5 saves. 5 invulnerable saves here.
Yeah.
Taking the tray away from him.
Yep, Tyler Summers. Another Necron player.
2, 4, 5. Right.
They followed you here, Mike, all the way to the final.
All 5s. No.
4s. Yeah, 4 plus invulnerable save. Ooh, that's
Not very nice.
solid. Solid. Just the one makes it through.
What's the damage?
3.
3, so
one
he's
slain.
finished.
Yeah, not a chance of reanimation. Okay. Tom must turn to the Terminators here. There's 4 Lich Guard to try and bring down. If they survive, or any of them survive, they'll swing back here. Swords first. There's a couple of swords, a stave, and a hammer.
Yep. So the swords hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s if there is any. Yep.
That's for Drago.
For Drago. And then wounding on 4s because I'm strength 5. That's 1 mortal wound in addition. And 3 going through at -3.
Right.
Mike's going for it. There's 3 saves to try and make here. 3 and 1 saves. Mike's trying to read upside down.
Dylan Humphreys.
Okay.
3, did you say, yeah? Upside down reading.
Dave Humphreys here.
4s then?
Oh, he's blocked 2.
So that's 1 dead and then a mortal wound.
Yes. Which you add afterwards, correct? So Mike can pick a model to remove. Just from there. And he's, okay. And then on here.
Yeah.
Okay. No, not reanimation yet. Tom's still got the hammer and the stave.
Yep, so the warding stave, so it's still 3 attacks. But I'm just going to check. I think it's strength 7 -1, so we'll roll first of all. So 2 hits. 2 wounds, that's 1 mortal. So and warding stave
D3 damage.
is +3 strength. Yep, so strength 7 -1 for 2 damage.
So 2 3 ups.
3 ups, yes.
Yeah.
Blocked both of those. Ooh, surviving.
It's lucky it's the mortals that are killing them.
But that mortal then comes through. Yeah, knocks that model down. Okay, it's 2 Lich Guard remain.
And then the Thunderhammer.
Yeah. Potentially to
Demon
finish them
hammer.
off. I'm going to take that wound away. These need to hit.
Rerolling 1s.
Yeah, 3 make it through. 3's to wound.
2 mortals.
Oh!
And 3 through.
-2.
So
4s.
4s. Oh.
Yeah, it's another Patreon here. Go for it. Travis and Jen. There's 3 dice in this time, so just roll them all together.
Yeah.
Block 1. What can you do? There's nothing you can do. The hammers finish them off. Ah, the Lich Guard destroyed. And it's another Phoenix Lord. Andreas Sturp. No, who is? That is you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. Andreas Sturp. Squad destroyed. Right, consolidation move's been done here. This is Longbow BB squad that's done really well. And they've pushed forward and semi-shielded Drago across here, but not within engagement range of the Silent King. So that's combat's resolved across here. This objective has been cleared by the Terminators and Drago. So that's combat's resolved across here. This objective has been cleared by the Terminators and Drago. Turn comes to an end at this stage. Grey Knights have cleared that flank. They've attacked and captured this objective across here, or calculate points at this stage. All right, so turn comes to an end. 2 kill points picked up by Tom. That was the Necron Warriors destroyed, and also the Lich Guard. 8 points of Primaris. Occasional fronts has worked now with this unit here and the unit in the corner. So 3 points picked up for that. No prisoners running at around 6, 7, 8, 9 points at this stage. Purifying Ritual, 2 points picked up for the 2 objectives where the action was performed. That puts Tom on 18, plus the 6, 7 for no prisoners at this stage. So the scores are about even, sitting on about 26 points each at this point in the game. So have to say, just thinking about the other games that have been played against Mike's Necrons, usually the other armies have struggled to get any kind of real points coming from the first couple of turns, but we've seen a counter surge here from the Grey Knights that has reaped in points effectively enough. Plus, if we're thinking about the damage that's been caused against the Necrons here, I think we're in a situation where the Necrons find themselves in trouble. They're not down and out. They've got another wave to come through. The Silent King, as yet, is unharmed and is close to that objective and multiple Grey Knight units. Wraiths are still yet to be committed to the fight, and they are fast enough across the board as well. Squadbake Destroyer's a bit stranded. We'll see what Mike decides to do with those. So we'll see what happens. But I think the impetus and the advantage and the initiative is with the Grey Knights at this stage. So turn comes to an end. So much destruction taking place already at this point. Such an important game, the final battle of the season. We'll go on to turn 3, the middle stage of the game, for the Necrons coming up next. Alright, so moving to the Necrons here on turn 3. Squadbake Destroyers, they do have a task. That's to perform their action on this objective across here. So that's what they've done, manoeuvring around to that. Holding position here with these, just to let loose with rapid fire, maxing out the number of shots. Mike's going to go after these. Across here, Silent King's already poised to go into close combat. Technomancer's just next to him, and the Wraiths shifting through the terrain very, very quickly indeed. Have manoeuvred around here. I think they're going to try and go after Drago. So that's movement done. Oh, hang on a second. Ophidian destroyers have landed in amongst the palm trees across the other side. We're going to shooting phase next. So Immortals across here, going to let loose a volley. Going to get 8 shots because it's sat still. Going to try and strip 3 wounds off of the strike team. No, it's not strike. Yeah, it is a strike team, regular strike team. Looking for 3s. Looking for 3s again.
No. Oh, yeah, 3s again, yeah.
Gauze blasters are equipped with.
4 minus 2, 1 damage.
It's -1 in reality. 3 wounds go through.
They're dead.
They are dead, yes.
I gotta kill one. Yo.
And you get a Ball the Witch.
Yo. Oh, yes.
Yes, kill points to Ball the Witch and denial of engaged in all fronts. That's a good result there. And Phoenix Lord slain. Lucas Brown's squad removed from play. Okay, noticing a situation here. That target down there has been destroyed. The game's sort of shifting around from end to end, shifting across this way. See it happen a number of times. Tom's claimed that side of the board, there's no doubt about that. Across here, Mike's declaring his firepower into Palpatine. What I'm noticing is then potential combat across here and from him to deal with this lot. And then the Ophidian destroyers are charging across here. This could spell big trouble for the Grey Knight attack across this side. But see what Mike rolls up here first of all. He's leaned heavily on patronic friends in this game. He's been running out of Necron sympathisers though.
Yeah.
So the Silent King to fire next. Add Michael German, gold level Patreon here. Mike's going to dedicate the firepower to him. So everything from him is going into Palpatine.
Yeah.
Right, Mike wants the kill. So the 2 mine hairs first.
Yeah. 2s. 2 hits.
2 hits. 2 to
2
win.
again, yeah. 2 wins.
Okay, 2 4s, 2 5s. Nice clean cut firepower. Comes the tray. It's such a statement on the table. Not saved. 12 damage. On he's gone. And that was the end of Monsieur Palpatine. He's gone. Right, good shooting from the Silent King. The rest of the firepower have been declared into Palpatine. So Mike's happy that Palpatine's gone. Sad that the other firepower was wasted. Any other shooting? No. Charges next. There's pretty much guaranteed charges to take place. This is, again, very, very significant charge. If Mike does well, reclaims this objective, he'll do well across this side of the board. And then the other charge, across there, the Ophidian destroyers, if they can make it in against the Terminators. Mike's found a Blood Angels supporter. How do you know it's Blood Angels? Or is Blood Angels Ryan? Carry on. Yep. Mike wants to use that dice for a charge roll.
They get the +1.
This is the Ophidians.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to roll it up first. This is it. Sorry, I'm just going to just hold it right there, right? We got a situation across here where this roll is like game-changing season on the knife edge type roll. Sorry, Mike, to add on the pressure there.
Oh, before I do that, I need to do the plasma sight.
Oh, yes, to go psycho with the plasma sight.
Yeah.
It does. Okay.
Okay. No.
Down to the dice roll. Blood Angels Ryan says... Oh, 11. He says 11.
Yes!
That's your plasma sight in, so now what are you rolling?
Okay. Ophidian destroyers make it in. Full squad here. There's no chance of any wipeouts in Overwatch, which Mike experienced with them in the previous game against the tower. But
Still a game. It's still a game.
yeah, the game's still on, Tom says. Fair game. The battle is still on. How interesting. Okay, that is significant. Those Ophidians have made it in. Next.
The king.
Just going to shunt straight ahead.
Yeah.
So in he goes.
And then the Wraiths.
The Wraiths,
and
yeah.
the both.
Yes. Right, so that all goes ahead. Okay, Mike's free to fight first across the board here. Tom can't interrupt play. Mike could pick that unit first anyway, and then down here, because of the king, shuts down all the units to fight last anyway. So Mike has free swing here across the board. We'll zoom in here. This is an epic fight, perhaps the climax of the battle. So we'll go in. There it is. Drago set upon here by Necron Canoptic Reefs, with the Silent King towering above the combat, and then shifting across here Grey Knight Terminators set upon by Ophidian Destroyers. So Ophidian Destroyers to go first.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with...
Carl Roden, it's a Tyranid player. Useful for close combats.
Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s.
This is the heavier hitting blades here. So 3s to hit.
6s as well? Lots of 6s?
Oh no, yeah. 6s do what? Pop extra hits?
Extra hits, 1...
Oh, Ophidian Destroyers.
All modified hit roll 6 scores 1 additional hit.
Add 4 in.
Okay.
What damage are these things?
These are 3 damage.
And you get the +1 for that weapon?
Yep.
Or for the two
No,
separate
for that
weapons?
one, that's the Hyperphase Root Blade, and that's the one I'm using now, Hyperphase Root Blade.
Yeah.
Bye-bye Terminators.
Yeah, these Ophidian Destroyers. If full squad goes in, they're particularly dangerous.
Yeah.
3's the window.
Yeah, well, I don't know what strength you are. So.
Well, I'm starting at 4, +2 for the Root Blade, +1 for the...
Yeah, almost a 2s to win, but
Yeah.
not quite.
Yeah.
So,
3s.
3's.
There's a few 1s and 2s, but it's on average here, I think.
So, 2, 4,
Tom's got
6,
some saves to make here. He may call upon
8, hit -4.
Imperial Patronic help. Critical point in the game here.
8.
6 Patreons left.
I'll go longbow.
Longbow BB. 5s.
Okay, so 3 saved. So that's technically
Wipe out.
all 5 of them dead. But I've got my apothecary.
Ah, yes. Apothecary.
3 damage each.
Plus
So-
3. Yeah, so the first 3 wounds.
Rolled a 6, so he's still alive.
Yeah.
So then the next 3 onto that one guy.
Yeah. Requires 666.
He's
Model
dead.
slain. Okay.
So 1 dead. And then
Plus 3. Any 6s?
another 1 dead.
Okay.
So that's
2
2 dead so far.
Yeah.
2 6s there.
Nice.
And then the last one,
Yeah.
another 6.
But doesn't
Yeah,
stop it.
so kills 3.
3 dead instead of the wipeout though. Apothecary just positioned at exactly the right point
But that's
in this
just
fight. That's just
2 guys.
It is, yeah. There's 3 more to come. They get more attacks because of the double blades.
The
Right, so Ophidian Destroyers continuing on. The other 4, 3 attack space +1 for the weapon, +1 for plasma sights. 20 attacks in total. You're all in ones.
Ouchie.
Needs to be on 3s to wound.
That's a shame them 6s don't explode.
Don't they?
No,
Oh, it's only for the big weapon.
only for the big weapon, yeah.
Oh, right.
3's again, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Michael take away the 1s and 2s. Surely we have the wipeout
What
here.
is this now?
3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 at -3, 2 damage.
-3, 2 up takes me to 5 up. Takes me to 4 up then?
With Armour of Contempt?
Yeah.
Yes.
So how many?
12.
12 4-ups. 4
4
pluses required. So Tom will take away all the ones that are blocked. Tom reckons not enough.
No.
Total of 6 have made it through.
1 dead. 2 dead.
How many wounds in the Terminator?
3.
3.
So you've
Oh,
lost...
so yeah, I've lost 1 and 1 wound, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. You've only rolled 3, so you've another 8.
So I've rolled 4.
Yeah.
Another 8 to go.
He's dead.
Yeah, alright. They're gone. It's close enough thanks to the Apothecary, but there was enough with the Ophidian Destroyers. They have destroyed their target. That's an objective that's been claimed as well. Interesting. Squad destroyed as well. Mephisto.
Sorry, Mephisto.
Oh, we promised to try and keep him alive. Just when he thought it was safe, Ophidian Destroyers turned up and wiped the unit. Interesting result. Mike can consolidate if he so wishes. That's JP's squad, actually. Something sneaky. That's exactly what they've done. They turned up in amongst the palm trees and then let loose against the Terminator squad, destroying them utterly.
If I'm wiped out there now...
Yeah, the whole game's thrown up in the air here, for sure. It was definitely sliding the way of the Grey Knights. But with this third wave, I guess we can call it, from the Necrons, the game's back again. Mike doubts himself.
Are you looking at the table?
I am looking at the table. Yes, false hope. Relax. Right, come on. King's going first.
King, into Terminators.
Terminators.
Mike's ideal result would be to wipe the Terminators and have the Wraiths turn on
in
Drago.
one turn.
Yes, it's significant here.
So 6 is hitting on 2s, Tom.
Oh, 6 dice hitting on 2s.
Yeah. So they've all hit.
They've all hit, okay.
So this is strength 8.
Yeah, 2's to win.
No, wait, sorry, my mistake. Strength 9.
2's to win.
Yeah, 2's to win.
Okay,
5.
5 make it through.
Minus 3.
Yeah, invuln save 5+.
4+.
4+.
Because they're buffed. 2 go through.
2 damage.
2 damage each.
Yeah.
So one guy dies.
1 slain, yeah. Okay, this is Phoenix Lords fighting against each other here. Gut B fighting against Longbow BB.
So, Scythe of Dust, 2s.
This is more attacks coming from the Silent King. They've all hit.
Full hit. And then it's Strength 9 again. Oh, Strength 8's right. So, 2s.
Ooh, a 3.
And it's minus 4, 3 damage each. So, I'll CP reroll that one.
Ooh, CP reroll. Yes, 4 make it through.
Save 2.
So, 3 damage each, 1 or 2.
50.
Tom has a command reroll available. That's why he's...
1 or 3 attacks to come in.
What are they?
The next Scythe. The Staff. Sorry, it's a Staff of Stars next. Yeah.
What's the stats?
It's Strength 5 minus 2, 1 damage.
Okay.
5 minus 2, 1 damage. How many attacks?
Just a 3. And then all the Wraiths.
Tom's thinking about whether to command reroll to
And
try
I get
and
the reroll on my field win rolls for
one of the Grey Knight Terminators alive.
Why?
within the king. Yeah, field wounds.
His
in the
buff's
fight
coming
phase,
from
and
him.
Field shots in the shooting phase.
Right. Going to keep the command point here. So 2 Terminators slain. Tom's going to keep the hammer alive. Rafe's next. They're receiving some buffs
Still
here
got the
from...
staff attacks.
Oh, yes, staff attacks. Sorry, yeah.
Stars, yeah.
Staff of stars.
2s. 1 miss.
3,
Threes.
strength 5.
2 minus 2, 1 damage.
3 ups. Those have been blocked. Okay, that's the king finished. 1 Terminator remains. Drago untouched at this point. So we'll see what Mike decides to do with the reefs. Right, Mike's going to split here. So 2 reefs are going to go into the Terminator to try and destroy that squad, and the rest, the other 3, will go into Drago.
Yeah, so because we've been blessed, 3s.
Marcus Symphony.
Close combat. Should be using orcs, surely.
No, you could do.
Oh, here.
Yeah, Bjork the Zog Puncher.
Yes.
Zog Punch this. Here it comes. So these attacks are going into...
The Terminator.
Right. For the wipeout here.
3s.
So just to remind us, you're getting 3s to hit because they were blessed by somebody.
Blessed by the king, yeah.
Right, okay.
And then 3s again. Reroll them because of the king.
Yes.
Reroll 1, 2. 2,
5.
5 minus 2, 2 damage each.
So it becomes -1. So the Terminator's going to be on 3 up. Save here. Whoa, he stayed alive. 2 damage. So Terminator remained. Longbow BB survives here with 1 wound remaining. Right now, going after Drago, who is tough enough. 2 up, save. 3 up, invulnerable save. 7 wounds.
Yeah. We're just hoping Tom rolls bad. Yeah.
Okay.
3s, rerolling.
Mike goes Patronic. Marcus Symphony for this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
10 saves of 3+. This is a big one for the game.
How many damages each?
2.
Which one's 2?
Failed 3.
What? Yep. Drago left on a wound. If he's definitely got 7,
Yeah, he's definitely got 7, yeah.
and he's going to survive. Tom still has that CP. If he
Yeah,
wants
I'm going
to
to leave it.
He's going to leave it. Okay, Strago with a wound remaining. Both models within a hair's breadth of their life here, but they do survive. Terminator with the hammer. Drago with his attacks to come through. We'll see how Tom elects to distribute this.
Terminator into the Wraiths.
Thunderhammer. Needing
All hits.
4s, all hit.
That's 3 mortal wounds in addition. Good old longbow at the helm. And
So
then,
how are you getting? Just remind me, just because I've forgotten.
it's their
Rapier.
no, it's the tide. It's the tide I'm in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So 6 is to wound, cause mortal wounds in addition,
That's a
but
pretty
to a
good roll.
maximum of 3. So it's 3 mortal wounds after the 3 saves.
And 3 4-ups then.
Yeah.
Oh no! Those
So
3 have
that's
failed.
3 dead as well.
So
That's flat 3 damage each.
yeah.
So 4 dead.
Whoa. Reanimation then. Oh boy! It's a grand final fight. It definitely is. Boy, oh boy. Okay, here it comes.
Oh, right.
Some string of high pressure rolls here, significant rolls. This is trying to resurrect Reivers. I'll give the 5s. Mike can reroll a single dice. It's not going to help in this situation. No,
just
1
the
Wraith will get back up, but 3 are dead in total. Drago next.
Toughness.
5.
It's going to be 3s. 2.
2 make it through. Invulnerable saves, kicking it. Past
Fail
1.
1.
1 dead.
Yeah, 1 slain.
Nope.
No, okay. All right, so combat's resolved. We've resolved morale here as well. Significantly, Longbow EB squad dropping out from morale. The model electing to leave the battle here. So that squad's gone. That's going to be a squad removed, points coming in and so on. So just Drago across it, remaining with 1 wound at this point against the lone Wraith. So we'll calculate points at this stage here. Bit of a research, for sure, from the Necrons. So Tom's eager to get on with his turn. Points coming in, though, at the end of turn 3 for the Necrons. It's a heavy amount of points coming through. 8 points for Primaris, 3 kill points coming through. Treasures of the Aeons points coming through. Ancient Machinery is another 4. And aboard the Witch, a small floodgate is opened here. 9 points coming in all of a sudden for destruction of multiple characters and units for the Grey Knights. 53 points, the Necrons here. Those points are flowing in. Tom's on about 28 points here, if we're calculating in no prisoners. But he's got a turn here. Points are going to come in, 4 points at least for Primaries, plus what he can do on his turn to try and catch up with the Necrons here. But he is chasing a total. Strength for the Grey Knights is running across here. Drago clinging on across the other side. There's another squad available across there. There's a Dread Knight around here as well to threaten Mike's objectives. The battle's still on. Are we going to say the Necrons have swung it to their advantage?
Their points tallies.
The points is what's counting here, yeah. As far as on the battlefield, perhaps evens-ish at this point, but it's that points tally is crucial. Whoever scores the most points will win the game. It's as simple as that. We're going to turn 3 for the Grey Knights as they fight on desperately against the Necrons. Right, turn 3 for the Grey Knights. 4 points coming in for Primaries. Dread Knights swinging round. Tom's going to go after this objective. Grey Knights across here claim this one. The Grand Master to hold this objective and fire across in this direction. Purifier's moving across. Dread Knight moving across to take on the Ophidian Destroyers. Apothecary moving in. Strike Squad, or Interceptor Squad, sorry, moving across to take on the Ophidian Destroyers as well. And then Drago to remain in close combat, potentially to smite his way out of trouble. And then decide what to do after that, just with the 1 wound remaining. But I think Tom's plan, elimination of these, elimination of the Immortals, just to start removing Necron units and to dominate the table and objectives, just to try and beat the Necrons at their own game, to reap in more points than the opponent. But this is what we'd hoped for in a grand final. It's certainly not a whitewash of a game. It's been backwards and forwards, and still, at this point, undecided who will be the winner. And the game's been played in a good spirit. Both sides have been respectful of each other.
On camera.
It's Xenos against Imperial. Xenos just cannot help but taunt the Imperial forces, and then the righteous fury and chanting from the Imperial side, agitating the Xenos.
I know. Drago's dead. Like, there's nothing more I can do about it.
Yeah, the problem is with Drago is he can smite his way out of trouble here. If he charges in, he just gets shut down and has to fight last. So Drago's in a real spot here. We'll go on to Tom's Psychic phase next. Psychic phase complete here. We've gone ahead and resolved it. A total of 1 slain Ophidian Destroyer and 2 wounds another. That's Purifying Flame and Smites coming through. Couple of rituals being performed, bring in 2 victory points. We'll add that on later. Across here, Drago, he didn't self-destruct here. He
bowled it.
I did a smite first of all.
Smite went through.
So I paid a CP to roll 3 dice. I did a smite, the smite went through. Then I did a Vortex of Doom,
yeah.
They both went through. And then I paid another CP to cast an additional power and get Infinity himself out of there.
Disappear. That was stylish. Here, much to the dismay and annoyance of the Silent King, who now stares at an empty objective. And I think Mike is just a short distance away from holding that one as well. So, Psychic phase finished. More shenanigans coming through here from the Grey Knights. We're going to their shooting phase next. Okay, we've gone ahead with shooting across here. As you can see, Ophidian Destroyers have been removed from play. Just tons of firepower coming through from multiple units. Firepower from the Grandmaster. You can see him across the other side. He was able to pick off the Technomancer across here, destroying him. Whirling Onslaught was played on these. Tom firing through the Strike Knight across here. 2 wounds caused in total, but a lot of wounds were blocked or didn't come through there. With that stratagem being played, I think Tom's intention is to charge on him, maybe or maybe not. Tom's wary. If he goes in,
if I can kill him and hold this objective, then I'll be holding more. And then Mike's theoretically only got 2 units left, so he's only going to be able to hold 2 objectives. Yes,
Tom's trying just to eliminate Necron units here, just to try and get them out of the game. This is not held. No,
I didn't move.
Close enough.
And then it's the same mines I'm not holding over here either.
Tom's not holding that one, okay. But Tom's eliminating units here. This is trying to tip the game in his favour and trying to reverse the flow of the points river. We'll go on to charges next. Right, charge goes ahead. Tom's holding 11. Tom's looking for a patch on
Scott Costello.
Scott Costello wants a nice clean kill to clear the Necrons off this objective.
I'm going to go with Sweeping Blow, so I'm going to get 2 attacks.
So
it's 10 attacks instead. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
And this is, who is this one? Undeclared? No, sorry? Allocation. Amy's across here.
Amy's here, yeah.
All right, okay. Yeah, Tom's trying to weigh up the options here, and he's gone for Scott Costello for his attacks. He's going to go for the 10 attacks, so doubling up here, but for the lower caliber here. Looking for 3s. Looking for 3s.
6 is good. So I got 2 6s.
Ooh.
And then I got 6 wounds. So
-2.
Yeah, so 6 wounds minus 2.
6 saves of 5+. Tom should have the wipe out. Yeah? Depends on Mike's roll.
No, it was alright, but they're gone.
Yeah, target destroyed. Okay, so Immortals removed. Right, so combat's resolved across here. Tom's going to sit where he is. Models removed from play, and that's that done. That's all the combats there is. The table's looking quite empty now, really. Units destroyed, and again, this sort of distance opening up between what's left of both sides. It's been a bloody battle, for sure. We'll calculate points at this stage. Both sides have played 3 turns. All right, so points coming in. Mike still has the higher amount of points on 53. Tom's caught up here, but on 37. So for primaries, 4 points coming in, 3 points for kill points. Engagement fronts, nothing this turn. 2 table quarters controlled, but not the other 2. No prisoners, we reckon on about 10. We'll say 10 for now, give or take. Purifying ritual, another 2 points coming in, making 4. As you can see on the sheet across here, that's Mike's secondary, strong. Tom's lacking behind here, but there's 2 turns still to play. Grey Knights now dominate more of the table. They're definitely going to be picking up more points for primaries. So the question is, have the Necrons done enough? This battle still hangs in the balance. It is the game we'd hoped for a grand final. We're going to have to go on to turn 4 to try and get an idea of who's going to go on to be the channel champion. Turn 4 for the Necrons next. Okay, we're on to the second day of fighting. It's gone midnight here. So, down to 2 units left, if we're not including the plasma sight here. So, Silent King, Mike's got a plan. He's going to try and anchor this objective and then try and go after the Apothecary in close combat, shoot at other stuff as well. Scorpic Destroyers electing to not go after this objective across here, but just to swing around onto this objective instead. Quite straightforwards. 2 Phoenix Lords remain. Chef squad across here. Haven't seen too much action, but may well prove vital towards the end of this game. And Chris Comiskey with the Silent King, searching for glory. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Right, shooting phase. The King's about to fire. One Mynheer can see the damaged Dreadnought across there. The other one can't, so it's going to go down there. All of the Silent King's firepowers then going to go into this squad as well.
And that was the artist formerly known as Veej.
The artist formerly known as Veej here, Thousand Sons player. The Mynheer shot he's doing into the Dreadnought here. Could go for the kill here if he gets the hits. Does not hit. It's all a 1. Command reroll.
Yeah.
Desperation does get the hit. Trying to wound on a... what strength is it?
12.
Double 6, 2's to wound. Just don't roll a...
Oh, I've seen it. -6.
Tom go invulnerable save.
Passed.
Passed on a 5.
Ignores influence.
Yeah.
Okay. No, all right. Invuln save holds. Well done, Tom. 1 Patreon remains.
Right, so the other Mynheer into here. Hits.
Hits. 2s. Yes.
-4, 6 down.
No invuln on them ones. No. Okay.
Scepter of Eternal Glory. 2s.
Oops, snake eyes.
This is where it goes wrong now. 2s.
Oh, failed.
You're not rolling with enough pizzazz.
I'm not. Right. 9 shots with the Staff of Stars. 2s.
Okay.
And then it's strength 6, so it'll be 3s.
Tom can take cover here. He's going to Armour of Contempt as well. Trying to protect Phoenix Lord. BPP Wargaming.
3 then, so 4.
4 make it through. Tom will roll in the tray.
AP?
2.
-2 ignored for Armour of Contempt plus cover. So 3s Tom will do.
So failed 2.
Just
How many damage?
1 damage.
So Apothecary? No. 1 dead.
1 model slain. Okay, Tom removes the stave. So shooting phase finished. We're going to charges. Going into the Apothecary.
Yeah.
Just about. Okay, that goes ahead. Right, nice straightforward charge. And now the Silent King will make his attacks against the Apothecary to try and bring him down. Just Mike's looking for as many points as possible.
Drew Gums.
Drew Gums, the final Patreon here for the final game of our Season 10 Battle Reports. And it's a Acadian player.
2s.
2s for hits. Couple of 1s.
This is strength
A lot.
9.
2s.
2s to wound. Oh, there's 2 more 1s. Invulnerable saves.
3, 2 damage.
4s.
A 4 and a 6.
Blocked both.
4 info, okay.
No, he's got a 5 up invuln, but he's got 2 up armour. And I've got
An Armour of Contempt. Yeah.
Turn him facing.
2s.
Oh, no, more 1s coming
Mike,
through.
pizzazz. Use your pizzazz.
Oh!
Just the
Oh,
1.
just the 1 makes it through.
-3, 2
Nope.
damage.
Blocked on a 6. Ah, such defiance from the Imperium.
Oh,
Believe in yourself, mate. Another 1. Oh, there's so many 1s.
I
to
can't
roll.
kill them now. It's 2.
2 make it
2
through.
damage.
They're both through.
2 damage.
And pass 1 on a
Feel no pain.
feel no pain.
Sorry, 2 damage in total. Tom's blocked 1 of those. Just 1 single wound on that Apothecary. Defying the Silent King of all the models on the board.
How is that possible? When he tore those Terminators to shreds, and then an Apothecary.
Yeah. Well,
Pizzazz.
partly
That's
Tom's
why.
rolling, partly Mike's rolling dead for that
Mike's lack
turn.
of pizzazz.
The battery's running low on both Mike and the Silent King at this point here. Oh dear, does Mike sense defeat? Surely not.
Right.
No.
Nemesis Force Sword.
Yeah, Tom fighting back.
3s.
Chanting like James here,
Well,
but it's only,
he's
he's only
obviously
got 1
slightly
hit.
distracted. Only 1 hit, but it's going to be a 6. It's a 5. So I wound.
Just wait.
-3.
4 up.
2 damage.
On the Mynheer.
It goes on a mine here, yeah. Okay. That's it, I think.
Yeah.
Right. End of turn. We'll calculate points. Turn comes to an end. Mike's picked up some points, but not many. 4 points for Primaries. Treasures of the Aeons, 3 points coming through, and that's about it. It didn't destroy any units. No further points coming through for Ancient Machineries. It pushes Mike onto 60 points. Tom's on 37, but he's got a turn in hand. Tom controls more objectives. This game will be close enough for sure. Can the Grey Knights catch up and get past the points tally of the Necrons? We're going to turn 4 for the Grey Knights next. Right, so movement here for the Grey Knights. Interceptor squad. Shifting across to here, grabbing this objective. The Damaged Dread Knight, Amy Elmo in command, moving across to potentially take on the Silent King. Apothecary falling back. 2 CP, which Tom gained, by the way, for having this at the start of his command phase. The usual CP and an extra one for holding on to the opponent's home objective. Burnt those 2 to shunt across here with this one. This is for some firepower and engaging on fronts. Cross here, holding the objective. Cross here, holding the objective. Cross here. Drago's, he's finished now. He's taking a rest from the fight. And then we've seen the Dread Knight moving across to take on the Silent King. That's it, movement done. We're going to Psychic Phase next. Okay, Psychic Phase has been done. A smite came through and put a wound on a main here. Then Purifying Ritual was the main feature. 4 of them going off across multiple objectives. Tom's trying to rake in the points here to bypass the Necrons. Gate of Infinity played on the Purifiers. They've shifted across over into that table quarter. Tom now has units qualifying in all 4. Psychic Phase pretty much done. It is done. We're going to Shooting Phase next. Right, Shooting Phase is complete. Firepower from across here. Mike played the -1 to the wound rolls with the CP that was granted to him at the start of his turn, or Tom's turn. 3 slain, 1 resurrected, back up to this. So there's 4 of them left. When Hares took wounds, but 2 of them still remain. 1 of them with a single wound left. That's firepower coming in from these units across here. So Shooting Phase finished. We're going to charges. Tom does have charges. Is he going to send the Dread Knight in?
I'm tempted to send the Dread Knight and the Interceptors in.
Ooh, we'll let Tom think about this one. Charges next. All right, so standoff. We've talked about that a number of times in this game. Tom's not going to charge here against the Silent King. The 2 units just stare each other out at this point. Tom aware of the shutdown here that can be done by the Silent King as he gets to fight first against Tom's units. So he's just going to play it that he's not going to charge in at this point. That means the turn comes to an end. We'll calculate points at this stage. We might be able to project ahead to give you an idea of the final outcome of the game. Perhaps we'll total up here and see what the score is at this stage. All sides now have played 4 turns each. Right, points tallies here. I will show you the chart. I'll just keep it to the side here because it does flare up on the camera here with the lighting. So Mike's across this side here. His total 60 points. Tom, we've gone in and calculated no prisoners. It's actually 14 points Tom's picked up here against Mike. 120 is the score divided by 10, that's 12, and then plus 2, so 14. Purifying Ritual, Tom picked up 6 points for that, just the way that you rolled some 4 pluses there. So 6 points coming through for that one this turn. 3 points for engaging on fronts. So Tom surged there, plus the 12 points for Primaries, no kill points. But that's a total of 62 points. The Grey Knights have now nudged ahead of the Necrons, and we reckon the Necrons will not be able to pick up enough points to get past that total. The Grey Knights may well have themselves a victory here. But what we're going to do is we'll go on to the final turn, turn 5 for the Necrons, see what kind of points come through. That'll give us an idea of the final outcome of this game. But it looks like the Imperium will have themselves a victory and a crown. Okay, so what we've done is we've pressed ahead and powered through Mike's turn 5. 4 points for Primaries coming through. Then we'll give you the point score, but just to show you what happened across here. So just tucked around here with those. Sat there, fired everything into... Couldn't target the Apothecary because he was shielded by the Dread Knight. Dread Knight was brought down by firepower from him. Then went into close combat and destroyed the squad across here. So 2 more wipeouts taking place. Mike's had a mini surge here at the end of the game here for him. So this game will be close enough for sure. Points coming through now for the Necrons. We can give you, I think, their final score. So 33 points for Primaries in total. That's 2 kill points picked up by the Necrons and 4 points for Primaries. So 33 points for Primaries. Treasures of the Aeons, maxed out, 15 points. Ancient Machineries, nothing extra picked up, but on 12. And then Abhor the Witch coming through for those 2 units destroyed, a total of 13 points. There's also a correction to point out, which Tom picked up on just for, was that your Purifying Ritual things?
Yeah, Purifying Ritual is a warp charge value of 5. I was rolling it as a 4. So that meant that I failed on one over there earlier on because I rolled a 4, and I rolled a 4 over here as well. Okay. So that reduced the amount of points down that I got, so I had to take 3 points away for Purifying Ritual.
Yes.
And it has now been changed and corrected into the book that you get 5 points for 4 Purifying Rituals, not 6. So just want to clarify that.
So knock the points down. That puts Tom on 59. So 59 points to 73. Tom has a single turn remaining to try and catch up and surpass the total the Necrons have. Can he do it? We'll go on to turn 5. We might be able to conclude it just after Tom's movement. We'll see what comes through. It may take a bit more than that to see what kind of points can be picked up. Go on to the final turn here, turn 5. The final turn of the season could lead to victory for the Imperium or for Xenos. We shall have to see.
Bob down what word to get you another.
Yeah.
God, there's some discussion going on for this game. I think we've got a conclusion here. So all we've done is we've calculated the points that would come through, and there's no need to play it right the way out to the very end. So 12 points picked up for Primaris here for the Grey Knights. That will take Tom to a total, I'm pointing this out as we go along, to 44 for Primaris compared to Mike's 33. Occasional fronts here, Tom's got 3 table quarters which he would comfortably take. That'll push him on to another 2 points for that one, taking occasional fronts to a total of 8. No prisoners for the damage that's caused, no further points coming through for that, but Tom's got himself to 14. And then Purifying Ritual, which was the final nail in the coffin here, went off twice with Drago, and then it was this unit.
Yeah, Drago failed. It's these 2 here. Yeah.
Those 2 units picking up 2 points for that coming through. So total, Mike's final total is 73 points. There's 33 points for Primaries, 15 points for Treasures of the Aeons, Ancient Machineries 12 points, and Abhor the Witch was 13 points in the end. Then we've been going over these numbers here. Then for Tom, Primaries, the last surge there, 2 lots of 12 on turn 4 and 5 really helped out. So 44 points total. Occasional fronts for 8 in the end. No prisoners, 14. Purifying Ritual, total of 9. So taking Tom to 75 points. So it is victory here to the Grey Knights. 75 points to 73. Only 2 points in this game. We're saying one of the key factors in this was his Gate of Infinity. If he'd have hung around across, they would have died. Mike would have got a kill point and Abhor the Witch, and that would have been enough.
And 3 points, yeah.
Yeah, and character more than that. Yeah. And how close was he to death? 1 wound left.
He's got 1 wound left.
He limped across here, and he performed.
Then when he got here, teleported them over there to get engaged as well.
Yeah. So the final wound on him, and Mike perhaps has finally learnt his lesson, because that was split attacks, wasn't it? Yeah. With the Reivers, so he survived with Drago. But what an epic fight here! It's what we dreamed and hoped for a grand final. 2 sides evenly matched here during the game. Mike raking the points in, really. Well, I wouldn't say a panic, but the high pressure on the Grey. It was. Okay. Fair enough. The Grey Knights here, a big tally to chase, which they nobly did here, fighting for the Imperium, the last representation of the Imperial forces on the channel. And they've managed to finally bring in enough points here against the Necrons. But the Silent King still remains. He's not destroyed.
I have too many years left as well.
Anti-One is, so he's done particularly well in this game. But the battle concludes. The Imperium have taken the crown. So well done to Tom here with his excellent Grey Knight force. Right, so we'll talk about units of the game. I'll call out Patreons at silver level as well. That's Dawson Becken, Rebecca Flack, Gilliman's Golden Boy, Jason Martinez, Marcus Olsen, Peter Goodall, Ross Caldwell, William Schwarz, and Zachary Lee. So big thanks to them for their support at silver level. So units of the game for both sides. So we'll get a verdict here from both the players. All right, so units of the game. A bit of discussion here. Tom's going to give it for the result of the game. The tactical stuff's going to go to Drago. Survived crucially. Relocated, helped other units relocate, killed a fair amount of stuff as well. He's hacked away with his sword.
He finished the Wraiths and then smited one of them and a couple of smites and things.
All right, so he'll limp away with barely alive, but its unit of the game goes to Drago. Honourable mention here for the Necrons to the Ophidian Destroyers. It was glorious to see them charging into close combat, decimating the Terminator squad. They're a most dangerous unit indeed.
Horrifying.
But Mike's going to give it to the Silent King. A resolute unit, dishing out firepower from one turn after the next. Useful enough in close combat, buffing other units, and surviving almost intact, apart from those wounds coming through to the end of the game. So very useful, intimidating, and powerful unit for sure. But he's not the king today. The crown for the channel has been given to the Grey Knights, to Tom, and to the Imperium. Hurrah for the Emperor here for our last game of the season.
If only James was here to
James is here in spirit. Yeah, James is here. Where is James? He's around here somewhere. Here he is. There's James.
A shriveled up corpse. That's not very nice.
He fell asleep during the game. that's James's representation on the board. No. So the season comes to an end. I hope you've enjoyed our Season 10 battle reports here, and the slightly changed format with it. I think it's worked pretty good. 2 games each for the armies that were available, and then we go for a knockout stage at the end. We'll call out the Phoenix Swords that have survived. So where are they on the board, and who were they? So,
Ben Shaw,
survived the Interceptor squad. Michael Fryer.
Michael Fryer with the Purifiers.
Okay.
I had Chef and Chris Comiskey.
Yes, Chris Comiskey on the Silent King.
Yeah, and Chef was, I've lifted them. Chef was on the score packs.
Well done. Okay. So
Ray Cross still about as well.
Ray Cross over in that corner.
Yeah. Sadly, Amy was killed in the last. So
the last turn.
Put a valiant fight, but
okay. So that's Phoenix Swords. Well done to them. Congratulations, Tom. He's won the league before, so Tom receives the appropriate purity seal. This one's not been tainted or corrupted. It's just pure Imperial. So come and collect
last time Custodes, this time Grey Knights.
Well done, Tom. We just do this thing here. Shake hands. Yeah, well done. Commiserations to Mike, though, but great to see Mike arriving on the channel. And then in a matter of months, leading a force to the grand final for our Season 10 batch reports. Well done to him. And of course, this channel wouldn't be the same without the viewers, those of you that tune in, and those that support us on Patreon and YouTube channel membership. It's much appreciated. It means that we can play multiple games and give you a real good spread of battles and other content on the channel. So big thank you to everyone that supports us. I wish you all a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And Season 10 ends. Season 11, who knows? We shall have to see. Okay, so that's the battle. Keep a lookout for more games on the channel and more armies on the way. Who knows what we shall see in the future, but there are multiple armies on the march heading towards the channel about to make an impact. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching and tune in next time.